Happy Easter, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. We're back for another Last of Us 2 video. So it's finally time for me to make this discussion. We recently had discussed the delay. We discussed The Last of Us 2 being removed off the PS4. We discussed the recent news and the release date and about how Neil Druckmann and Naughty Dog and Sony right now are looking into potential ways The Last of Us 2 could release, and we've discussed the latest on that. So, I've done a straw poll. I've read through a lot of comments. I've calculated my thoughts. Now it's time to start up a little discussion with y'all today on The Last of Us Part 2 and the release date quarrel of digital versus physical. Digital release meaning the game will drop probably May or June. We'll get it early, but it will only come to a certain amount of people, certain countries that have the digital release available. Or will, as I think this is going to happen, will it drop the same time physical and digital together? Meaning we may have to wait a couple extra longer months. We could see potentially July, August, September, maybe even further on into 2020. So this video does go out to more people and we get a little, discussion started, because I'm really going to be reading everyone's comments and getting as much information out of this video as I can. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and share out this video on any social media you have so more people can join the discussion of the physical versus digital debate. I really want to get as many people involved with this as possible and see what the majority of the community likes, because it appears on my straw polls digital teams to win and most other polls, but I feel like majority of the people I see in the comments though disagree, and they say they're okay with it being the same time. So comment down below, team digital if you want the game to release early on digital, or team patience if you're willing to wait for both physical and digital to drop at the same time, meaning we may have to wait a little longer. And give me a reason why. I'm going to be reading all your guys' comments. Let's get straight into the beginning part of this discussion.
Just release this digitally in May on sort of the scheduled date. I don't know if you had any insight into how that might work or what the decision making is there.
Well, there hasn't been a final decision yet. Right now, we're just reacting to just a different, it's a different retail chain, like whether we could get physical copies to people. What is the internet infrastructure there to support it in all countries? This is a worldwide game that people in every country are waiting for, and we want to make sure we're fair. If we just get it to a small fraction of people, what does it do to all the people that don't get it? So we're right now looking at all sorts of different options. What's the best way to get it to all of our fans as soon as possible? But that's going to take time for us to shift and figure things out, and also see where the world's at. Things are changing from day to day.
So, directly, I played this in my last video, I'm played it again, because it's very important. Neil understands, he's well aware of the debate right now in the community of digital versus patience. And he clearly stated in that there has been no decision made at the moment. He just recently posted an update to this tweet right here. Basically is promoting a trailer, and he's taking a break off Twitter, but he said, "We're still working hard with Sony to get you the game as soon as possible." So that's their objective. At the end of the day, they're at the 1 yard line, as stated before in the last video. They're really close, and their goal, stated right there, is to get the game to you all as soon as possible, whether that means the digital only release or the physical digital. I still think this game has a chance to drop in, June, early June, July, but again, we have to see how things go with the C virus crisis. Now, he also stated that some places do not have the proper infrastructure for a digital only release, and he doesn't want those places left out. So right now they're looking at different options to get the game to everyone as soon as possible, but it's going to take time, and he continued to reiterate in that tweet that they're hard at work with Sony, and I think right now they're leaning towards the physical digital release being at the same time so nobody gets left out, as they don't want anyone left out, at least for a long time, if that even comes to that, if there's some places that could get it before others. Now recently I've seen tweets like this: if you want a digital only release, look at that, 2.3k people want a digital release from Twitter, and there's been polls I did. So let's go to my poll that I basically did. Again, not all of you may have interacted with it, but I got at least about 4k people who voted. So I told you on the last video I was going to make a poll, and I did make one, and we ended up getting over 4,100 of you guys voting in about a day, and 69%, 69%, oh God, you guys are crazy. 69% of people voted for a digital-only release, which will probably be, like I said, late May, early June, maybe even late June release, where the game will just release on digital only for the time being. And 31% of you guys voted for the physical digital same release, which again, probably going to be July, August, or even September if it gets pushed back that much. Now, I'm going to lay out my personal opinion before I start going into some of you guys' comments that I want to feature, that I want people to see. Now, right now, my personal opinion is I do believe they're going to do physical and digital at the same time. I have an LE edition pre-ordered right now. And again, I'm assuming a lot of you guys have a special edition or regular edition pre-ordered at whatever retailer, GameStop, Walmart, Best Buy, Target. Again, you could use even Amazon, get an edition sent out to you. And I'm assuming y'all are gonna probably, some people love that disc. They love that copy. They love that physical, touching feeling of having a disc. And they would hate if the digital people got it early and started uploading spoilers everywhere on Twitter, YouTube, Discord, whatever social media, Reddit. People would be mad. Final Fantasy VII recently had something like this, and there was a big debacle. People were getting their physical editions early weeks ago. Then you had the people that couldn't get their physical editions because of all this COVID stuff and everything closing. And then you have the people that just got their digital release, and you have a big, just messy thing that I think, Naughty Dog, Sony, they didn't want to get involved with. So that lays out my point front and center that I think just for the sake of, we've got spoilers, money, you've got internet, and like I said, not every country has the capacities to have a digital-only launch. Why I think that's going to be the case. And that's why I think the game is going to be a physical-digital combo release, with the game dropping on August 21st of this year on a Friday. That's why I believe it. And I think Naughty Dog wants to get it pretty much to everybody, and and Sony doesn't want to lose a lot of money. So comboing that together, I think there's too much of a debacle for them just to do a digital-only release. But let's go into the discussion a little bit, what you guys had to say. The first comment came from Ariel, and she said the following. The thing is, what about the people who can't get a digital download, meaning the people that have gotten physical? I mean, they are left out of all this while other people get to play the game. It's not fair. I think we should all just wait till the physical thing is out, then everyone and okay it, and not have to be left out. My opinion that many of y'all won't like. And someone else responded, Logan, I'm one of the few people that agree with you. Unfortunately, a lot of people are selfish and don't care about others as long as they get it. That's all that matters to them. Now, like I said, we're gonna have a huge debate here. Let's keep it nice. Let's keep it very civil. I don't want everyone to go at each other's throats and, argue about this. But I mean, it's a fair point there that yes, there's a group of people that want the game now, and there's a group of people that will be willing to wait till the ends of the earth to play it. So I want to feature a comment from Adius Gonzalez. He said it isn't coming out digitally. Only if it was a delay, ruckus wouldn't have been necessary or a big deal. It isn't realistic and it isn't happening, LOL. But if I had the chance, I obviously would choose digital. Yeah, because he wants to play the game. I get it. But he's correct. I mean, obviously also with the fact that the PlayStation 4 took down the pre-order of The Last of Us 2, that kind of makes the digital release a lot less likely. But again, it's still possible. So I get your point, man. So the next comment I want to cover is by Symphony Heart. It says, seriously, people are being selfish. You're telling me you'd rather people who don't have internet connection or any form of Wi-Fi to sit and watch as you brag and gloat online or on YouTube about how you're playing the game while others cannot. I think you should wait like everyone else. It's only fair. And he said, thank you. I feel the same way. I guarantee you the people who want a digital-only release will be the first ones giving backlash if they were in an area they couldn't download the game. So, I mean, there's a lot of debate here, guys. So if you're digital only, respond to this. What do you think of this? Do you think you're a little selfish for wanting a game early? Or do you think, it's fine? You've waited all these years, and with all these delays, you think it's fine to, wait this out? Or, wait a little bit, this, pandemic will eventually end, and we'll eventually be able to play this game. I wanted to cover someone from the digital side, but he said, if they can do a worldwide digital-only release, then digital. But if everywhere can't get it at the same time, then they should wait. It isn't right for some people to be able to play it and some people can't. They'll get spoiled for the story and then their experience is ruined because, you know, some selfish people can't wait. And I get that. So a lot of people, it all comes down to this. If digital does come out, some people will be probably left out. And again, that will just be based on where they live. It's not like it's their fault. Sometimes you just live in a place where they don't have the capabilities and the internet isn't as, you know, good as it is in other countries. But based on all I've said here, that's it. That's everything I want to go through. Thank you guys for the comments. I definitely, maybe we'll do an update video of this depending if anything changes with the situation. But let me know down below in the comments. Team Digital or Team Patience? I'd like to know. If you guys didn't make it this far, though, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you are new, and be sure to share out this video. And let me know. Digital people respond to these. Physical people, let me know. What do you think of whatever was said here? All right, everyone. We'll catch you all in the next video in about a day or two discussing some other type of news. You guys have a great one. Peace.